Doctor, please! This is what you'll hear now. Doctor, please, I can't cope in my pod! Doctor, please put me on the strongest antidepressant, please! I also need a weed refill. Give me the max THC! Oh my god, I'm so depressed, it must be a chemical imbalance. Oh my god, my iPad just died! Oh my god, my soy burger! Oh my god, they gave me a small fry instead of a medium, I'm gonna die! Oh my god, it's my brain chemistry, oh!
Hey fellow lobotomites, welcome back to the channel. Today, I kind of wanted to talk about something different for once. I wanted to talk about emotions. Yes, those things that you bury deep inside as a man, and then eventually one day you snap and then take it out on your wife and children. I'm just kidding, that's a joke. You should never do that. But the reality of it is, the clip that I played at the beginning of the video here, I watched it and I had a good laugh watching it, right? But part of the reason why it's funny to begin with is because that it's deeply rooted in the reality of what we see here in Western civilization now, is that everyone is told that it's some type of chemical imbalance in your brain and that you need to be put on medications in order to fix it. And to which a part of the reason why people are becoming so depressed and having these, feelings of, wanting to end their lives or depression or anxiety and all these other things is because of the state of Western civilization. Well, I mean, honestly, this could apply to the whole world in general, right? But the thing is, in reality, is that we've been turned into wage slaves, right? Like, we get inside our cars, we drive off to work, we pay for freaking meals or whatever at the fast food restaurants because we don't have enough time at home to make our own food, or you're just too lazy to do so. You go to your pod, you go wage slave away at Walmart or something. And you go through the whole humiliation ritual, right? You go through all of it, and then you go to your commute back home. By the way, commuting is literally unpaid labor, by the way. I didn't watch the who's the one YouTuber? I forget the guy's name. I'll find it and throw up the screenshot of the guy's video. But he made a really great point that commuting is literally unpaid labor, right? Especially if you have a further like a commute that's fairly far in distance. Or the traffic is so bad wherever you live in the big city, right? And city bros are gonna be coping in the comment section, be like, I love the hustle and bustle of the city. Oh, we can go to the heckin' arcade and go drink IPAs and play video games and drink as adults. Oh, I love the hustle and bustle of the city. Like, those guys are going to be those guys are not going to be having a good time in the comment section when I'm talking about the reality of like living in cities and traffic and whatnot. But the reality here is all you do is wage slave away. Most people can barely even afford to live now, right? Everyone's like one car repair away, one car bill repair away from essentially being bankrupt and being on the streets. And that is the sad reality of it is exactly that with inflation and everything else going on, the price of gas, like, people literally can't afford to live anymore. And because of all these micro factors, I wouldn't call them micro factors, but because of all these basically a culmination of all these other factors is you have the symptoms of people reacting like this, like you see in the video. I mean, I know it's a joke, right? But unironically, people really are like this, and that's why it's funny, to some degree at least, right? And at least that video will make you laugh because it's an over-exaggeration. But the first thing is, society's first reaction, or at least from like medical professionals, is put them on antidepressants, right? They want to shove you off onto the antidepressants, call it a day, write you a script, and give you brain altering chemicals that are going to completely like destroy your neural pathways or whatever funny science terms that I don't really truly understand at all. I'm not a doctor, by the way. But in reality, though, like, antidepressants are not good for you, right? And like, my whole point of this video is that yeah, you're gonna feel sad. You're gonna have anxiety. These are all natural feelings like you're gonna have as a human being. Like God gave you emotions for a reason, right? Imagine if you were to go through life completely as a robot. You have no emotions. You can't feel joy. You can't feel sorrow. You can't feel anger. You literally can't feel anything, right? Like us being given emotions by the highest power, God, is like, yeah, sure, it's sometimes it's a double-edged sword, but aren't you glad you're able to feel things, that you're able to appreciate the good times and the bad times? Like, you're able to tell the difference between the two. Like, if we didn't have emotions, you'd be completely clueless as to what's bad and what's good, really, as far as like lived experiences. And when the people, the medical experts and everyone else is like, oh, you need to go talk to a therapist, you need to go take antidepressants, you need to do all this to basically neuter your mental brain chemistry or whatever. And that's like us having that as a reaction, as a society, that being the collective reaction to people being depressed because of the horrible living conditions, really says a whole lot, right? And instead of treating the actual root causes of people feeling this way, all we do is we just peddle them off to antidepressants. And this isn't like a new agenda or anything, right? I remember the first show I remember seeing that like kind of peddled this narrative of, oh, you have anxiety, oh, you need to take something, was I think it was The Sopranos. I remember Tony Soprano on the show, he has like these anxiety, I think he has like an anxiety attack in the first episode, and he like literally collapses, right? And then they put him on antidepressants or some type of anxiety medicine, right? And that's like the whole shtick, is they want you to think that you're not able to cope or get through this without taking brain altering chemicals, to which it's not true. Going back to my original point here, you were given emotions for a reason by God. Like you were meant to go through life feeling things. And when you go and take these brain-altering chemicals, you're messing up what was originally intended as for you to be able to kind of decipher things in life, right? Via your mental state and emotions, right? And a part of what I'm trying to say here is that yeah, sure, you're working out and touching grass and being in the sun. It's not always going to make you super happy, right? But there's things you can do to help mitigate, or I guess like lower your cortisol levels and try to lower that anxiety and that stress, right? There's things that you can do, but oftentimes society tells you, oh no, you don't need to do these things. You need to go back to the pod. You need to go smoke your marijuana, and you need to go watch the Amazing Digital Circus or something. Go watch your slop TV show or online show or whatever. Your slop indie TV show. Oh, I'm soy jacking. Oh, right? Like that's like societal collectivist type reaction, is go back to the pod and smoke your weed, which, like, to anyone watching this channel, for all the sensitive young men out there, and I say that for one in jest, but two, the demographics of my channel don't lie. Like, a lot of people who watch this are either 18 to like 28, 27, 29-ish years old, right? And it's almost like 99% men who watch this channel. So I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking to my fellow man, right? You're supposed to feel emotions, right? These are natural feelings, right? You taking brain-altering chemicals or smoking a bunch of weed or, gooning to gooning to whatever stuff you look at, right? It's not going to make you actually feel any better, right? We have to be able to process these emotions and to be able to move forward as men. And that's the simplest answer, like, you do the things to help mitigate it, right? Go outside, go listen to your bird chirping. Well, okay, so the bird chirping thing is, I'm not talking about smoke detectors, okay? But there's a snippet on Fleckus Talks where they talked about how when you're in the forest and the birds stop chirping, that like basically your cortisol levels subconsciously like drastically rise, because when everything in the forest stops, basically moving or making noise, is when basically a predator attack or something bad's about to happen, right? And as to which, like, a lot of us live in the concrete jungle, right? Most of us live in the inner cities. Well, I mean, not maybe in the inner city, but we live in cities, right? And birds aren't really out there anymore, making those noises to kind of help put you at ease. But anyways, that's a reference, right? Go listen to birds. Go listen to birds, all right? Go listen to some birds. But there's things that we could do to help mitigate these things. That way we don't feel so utterly miserable. And just remember too, like, anxiety is natural. Everyone's gonna feel anxiety at some point, right? Like, I feel anxiety if I'm going to go work like a new job for the first time. I have anxiety. I'm a little bit stressed out, and that's okay. You can feel stressed out. It's totally fine, right? What I would say is, when you do go and you handle these situations, when you do have anxiety and stuff, just be stoic about it, right? At least, publicly, right? If you want to go back home and, sigh real loudly or whatever and kind of just sit in your freaking, chair in the kitchen or whatever and take your shoes off, like, by all means do so, right? But don't go and try to, how should I say, don't go and try to numb yourself emotionally, right? You were meant to feel things. Like, you're a human being, okay? You're a sensitive young man, and you were meant to feel things. And I don't mean that like in a gay, like, go out and be super emotional, or record yourself like having a meltdown on camera and post it on TikTok or something. I don't mean it like that, right? But it's okay to feel things, guys. And turning to weed and corn and antidepressants, it's not your answer, right? Like, go to church. Try to go find a community. Try to link in with people who are of a similar mindset, right? And establish connections with those people. Honestly, that's going to be your best bet. And if you are one of those guys who chronically goon or chronically smoke weed, my message to you is it's time to wean off that and to get clear of it. You don't need these things to get by in your day-to-day life. You don't. You absolutely don't. So I think it's time we start turning things around, guys. There's no more black pilling on this channel, okay? There's no longer any more black pilling, all right? We are now hope pilling, all right? We are now optimism maxing right now, okay? But anyways, my point is, go to church, stop smoking weed, stop gooning, stop black pilling here, guys, okay? And if you do that, you're probably gonna feel a whole lot better. Also, go stand out in the sun. Literally go get sunlight. Go touch some grass. Unironically, go touch some grass. Go put your phone down, because your phone, like when you watch like Twitter or any of these short format videos, it's basically putting you through a whole range of emotions, like within like 20, 30, 40 seconds of one another. It's literally putting you through a whole emotional range, which is gonna mess with your mental state, right? You're gonna watch something 1 second that makes you happy, and the next you're gonna see something that absolutely infuriates you, right? And that is not good for you whatsoever. It's not. Just to put it simply, not. If you guys are watching like YouTube Shorts, I know I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I've made a few YouTube Shorts, but you need to dial that back. You definitely need to wean off it for sure. But anyways, I've ranted on long enough. Realize that God gave you emotions for a reason. It's okay to feel things, guys. And that's gonna be it for this video. I don't want to do any more Halo slop content. I'm done with Halo. I don't want to talk about Halo anymore. I want to think about Halo. I'm done. I keep seeing recommendations for Halo videos and and the recommendations, and it's like, dude, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch any of it anymore. I'm done, brothers. I'm done with Halo. I don't want to do it anymore. So, anyways, I will see you guys in the next video or the next live stream. So please stay tuned, and if you watch to the very end of the video, I really do appreciate it. Make sure to go do the things that the algo likes, like leaving a comment, liking. So anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.